Hello everyone and welcome to the second game between IG and LGD Gaming. Unfortunately, once again, we won't have the banning phase, we won't have the picking phase. It's gonna be, again, an AP mode because the game has been rehosted. So we're not gonna be able to see any of this, we're just gonna have to jump into the game. In last game, I want to remind you, IG versus LGD. IG really taking a very convincing win against LGD, pushing them slowly away from their own jungle, and then getting this advantage and keeping the advantage. It started off very looking very bad for the IG side, at least for the anti-mage, who couldn't farm at all on the bottom lane due to playing against a very aggressive tri lane, which was Lina, the Shadow Demon, and the Panda. And he was sitting at something like 10 creep kills when the Panda was about 30 creep kills. But then after a while, the TA really snowballed out of position, and it was like crazy. The TA really managed to get this fast blink dagger and be present everywhere on the map. And after a while, LGD just couldn't do anything anymore, and they were slowly getting pushed away, further and further away from into their own base. So in this game, we're gonna have Siller on the Dragon Knight, DDC on the Lefrak, DD on the Shadow Demon, Yao on the Invoker once again, and Xiao on the Enigma. On the other side, we have YYF on the Windrunner, again going to be soloing on the Suicide lane. Face is going to be playing the Disruptor, so a bit of a new hero here. And Joe is going to be playing the Morphling, with Tron on the Sand King and Ferrari on the Brewmaster. So Ferrari, again, probably going to go for the middle lane like Ferrari always does. And YF almost always also going for the Suicide lane. Now Faith, with the help of Tron and Joe, can do a lot of damage here on the top lane. The Thunderstrike actually deals a decent amount of damage, and
30 seconds
actually the Disruptor doesn't have a hard stun or a hard CC. What he has is something that prevents you from moving out of a field. So you're basically blocked in a circle if you get caught in it, and this is a area of denial spell basically. You can land it up here, for example, and you cannot pass through it, so you can use it as a wall to run away if necessary as well. The second skill, for those who don't know Disruptor, is Glimpse. It takes the enemy and puts him back 4 seconds before where he was, in the position that he was 4 seconds before. It's somewhat like the Weaver's ultimate, the time lapse, but it doesn't give the HP or the mana back. So it's only changing the position. And it's very good to catch up the the enemy who are running away, because the cast range on this is enormous. It's 600 up to 1,800. So it's going to be Trilane against Trilane top. We're going to have Dragon Knight as well as Leshrac and Shadow Demon. So they're going to have a huge amount of disable here. The Leshrac stun with the Dragon Tail of the Dragon Knight, it's going to end up with 2.5 second plus a 2 second 4.5 second stun if they chain it perfectly. Faith has to be very careful, because with the Shadow Demon that's running around, he might be able to... Oh, he's putting a Sentry Ward here, so he's going to prevent any further pull from the Sand King. He does not want the Sand King playing around with the creeps there. And Sand King missing actually this last hit. Now Joe... That means also that the Leshrac will be a support Leshrac, and as far as support Leshrac goes, they run out of mana very quickly, and they are also very squishy. So they will be the target of choice if IG decides to go for someone. It will be either on the Shadow Demon or on the Leshrac. Shadow Demon, because he can use the disruption to save his allies if you do not go for the Shadow Demon, and Leshrac because he can also stun around his ally if you don't go for the Leshrac. Both of them very low HP. You see the Shadow Demon has 530 and the Leshrac about 500 as well. And the Sentry is going to get popped, so now they lose the vision from this area, and that means they will have to be very careful, IG, because LGD might want to go for a dive under the tower. So normally Morphling should be fine. Oh, Disruption landing on Chuan, only going to just harass Chuan down, and it's not going to do a whole lot. Now Disruptor is going to find the Invisibility Rune, and no, he's not going to be able to do anything. He's sitting at level 1 without any experience, and while F on the bottom against Enigma, he's getting pretty much... let's see the stats before I say anything stupid. 13 for 3 and 7 for 0 only for the Windrunner. So Enigma having really a good time on the bottom lane, solo against this Windrunner. In the mid lane, how is it going? We have and the Invoker here with 9 creep kills, Panda with 7, and Panda taking a decent amount of damage, but so is Invoker. Invoker have 1 level in quest though, so he's gonna have 4 HP per second regen, quite equivalent to a ring of health, a ring of regen at least. And now he's going to for 2 level in Exort, so again an Exort Invoker. Going to look out for those Sunstrike, and Exort Invoker very powerful with the Shadow Demon, because disruption into a Sunstrike is almost a guaranteed hit for the Sunstrike. So this is why you see the Invoker going for the Exort build. You have to remember that although I said that Chinese like to go for the Wex Invoker, they know how to adapt. So if they know that they have a combo that goes very well with the Exort Invoker, they're going to go for the Exort Invoker. They're not going to stick up to the Wex if just for, you know, being the Wex Invoker only, because they only play Wex Invoker. It's not the case. So now Yao getting 15 creep kills for 10. So right now the Radiant is getting the upper hand, at least in the farm. We have everyone here taking a lot of creep kills. Joe is only sitting with 7 creep kills, and now he's going to get engaged. But Joe has the strength morph. Oh, he's still taking an enormous amount of damage. He's going to run away with the strength morph. So now he's sitting at 1.3k. Oh, has to be very careful about this. So if you wonder why he's doing this, is because when you have fewer strength, the salve is going to be more powerful, because it will heal a same amount of HP in total. But if you take a look at the percentage-based HP, right now Joe healed almost half of his HP, whereas if he was still with this strength morph, he would have only healed 30%, because he would have 1,200 maximum health.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Now, Sealer and DDC, let's take a look. YYF taking a decent amount of damage by bottom, and is he gonna get dived on? And Xiao actually dealing a lot of damage. Oh, the last wind run is gonna save her. So just getting enough mana to get this wind run away. And Ferrari on the mid lane against Xiao. Nothing really happening, and let's see the items. 5 minutes in, we have pretty much nothing new except for Enigma, who got the soul ring.
I don't think so.
Oh, what is that? 2 bottles on the IG side. So 1 on Panda, 1 on Windrunner. Morphling is sitting very far away from his, I guess. No, actually he only needs 200 more gold and he might have his bottle. Now that he has his bottle, he might look a bit more confident to harass down the Enigma. He's sitting level 5 and Enigma is already level 6, almost 7. So Enigma really getting the advantage on this lane. And if you wonder why, because normally Windrunner, she's a very good solo laner, right? And you might be wondering why she's actually losing so bad to the Enigma right now. This is because Enigma's conversion deal enormous amount of damage. So if you actually want to trade blows for blows with the Enigma, you will be losing in that regard. Plus the Enigma, he can just control the lane with the conversion by denying his own creeps or killing your or converting yours. And that means he also has the wind run. If he wants to trade right clicks, he has to use the wind run, and that's what he's gonna do. Oh yes, because actually Panda is coming in, and now the Stomp is gonna come in, and the Black Hole is gonna get popped, and that won't be enough to. YYF taking a very good amount of damage here, but he's gonna be able to. Whoa, Sunstrike landing perfectly. So that means the first boss is not going to go for the LG side, it's going to go for LGD. Yao really predicting the Sunstrike very well here, knowing that the Windrunner would have to escape, and he pretty much guessed that the Windrunner would want to escape into the trees, because it would take away. Oh no, nothing happening here. Joe getting stunned, and the second stun landing now. Joe gonna get the Sunstrike in the face. Oof. And he's gonna be able to waveform away. Hopefully the strength gain, the strength more was enough to not die. And I was saying why the YYF go into the trees is to juke the vision from the Enigma conversion. so the Enigma conversion wouldn't be able to right click on the winner. Twan taking a bit of damage, taking a decent amount of damage actually from the Invoker. Invoker 2 level in Exhort, so that is a 225 pure damage Stun Strike. So it's a really big amount of damage. It's actually as much, almost as much as a level 3 or 4 nuke, because it's pure damage. So now Ferrari actually diving Xiao in the jungle, under the tower, and he can do so because he has the ultimate. And now the Shackle's gonna land. Ferrari is gonna get the Malefice in his face, and the ultimate is gonna pop, and that means the Enigma is gonna go down. But they had to use the they actually had to use the Panda ultimate for this. And now Ferrari is gonna deal a bit amount of damage to this tower as well. Meanwhile, Yao is pushing up the mid lane. And what's happening on the top lane? So Shadow Demon getting the double damage. He's level 3 only. He has 1 level in the Disruption, 2 level in the Soul Catcher, so going for the more standard Curse build. I like to call this Curse because I just keep on forgetting the name of the skill, which is Soul Catcher. And Leshrac going for 2 level in Spirit for 2 level in Double Edict, so going for the safe stun way, and you know the radius increase with the levels. And with the double edict to deal more damage, and now the first tower is going to fall for IG. Cho trying to farm up in the middle lane with the bottle, and Faith is actually using the glimpse to teleport the Dragon Knight away. He may have been a bit concerned about the Dragon Knight going on him, and Disruptor level 4, 2 level in glimpse. Leveling glimpse is actually very powerful because it reduced everything. It reduced the cooldown, it reduced the mana cost, and it also increased the cast range by 400 each time. 1800 range. If you actually wonder how long this is, it actually goes from here to maybe up to here. So it's enormous. You can cast... Ooh, Faith has to be careful. You see... Oh, YF is actually coming in. DDC is getting killed. And even if the Shackle doesn't latch, it's gonna be enough for this Faith. He can use the glimpse in a few seconds. So if he catch the vision from Scylla, he will be able to bring him back. Nope. It's not going to be able to. Oh, now the kinetic field is going to block the Dragon Knight, but they're not going to go on him. They know that teleport support can come in, and decide not to commit on this, and I think it's a good decision. It's a bit dangerous going down for those kind of stuff. And now we have Ferrari actually going one-on-one against Enigma, and just Joe instead going in the mid lane to farm up some more, because right now YF, he's to level 8, so he can go and gank around. Windrunner, even without item, can do very well. She of course does better with items, but without items she can still be very powerful with this Shackle Shot and the Power Shot, dealing a lot of damage in the early game from the spells. And this Shackle Shot is so annoying when you get hit by the Shackle Shot. 3.75 second of disable. It's almost 4 second stun on 2 heroes if you latch 2 heroes, and 4 second stun, what this is a, for example, Beastmaster ultimate at level 16. It's done for 4 seconds for one target. Now the trick is, of course, you have to land the Shackle. So we have some people actually complaining that some Shackle Shot really land in a very bizarre way. Like you shoot the Shackle like this, and then he gets entangled like like 30 degrees Shackle. And usually in the Join Dota cast, they just call this the Light of Heaven Shackle Shot, because Light of Heaven pull off the most ridiculous Shackle Shot that really no one really can pull off, and it looks really ridiculous when you get shackled. And it's like bullshit. You're running like this and you're getting shackled to the tree like that far away, and you're like, nah, no can do. I actually died because of this. Yao now, he has his power trait as well, Staff of Wizardry, so he's looking way better than the last game. And no, actually he has the 4 staff. Now Morphling, he has no real items. He can buy his boots if he wants to. Nothing on the courier, actually a bottle on the courier. And ooh, Joe taking a bit of the damage here. We have Panda now has the face boots and is still sitting pretty far away from his Blink Dagger. Faith, he has boots of speed and 500 gold, so he might go for the arcane boots. The winner is probably going to look for the Shackle Shot of his life. Nah, never mind. He's just gonna farm. And Wife can either go for the arcane boots or for the phase boots, depending on if he wants to go full support windrunner or if he wants to go more of a semi-carry windrunner. In my opinion, he would rather go for a semi carry because we have Disruptor here that can serve as a full-time support, and Senking can support a bit as well. Senking, what does he has? He has boots of speed and a smoke, and sitting very far from any other items. And no, actually, when we're going for the arcane boots, so they're gonna look for this spell spam. Now Shadow Demon walking around with the Leshrac. They may be looking for a kill in the mid lane, but everyone actually sees them coming in, so it's maybe more looking like a push because Dragon Knight has his ultimate, he's level 6, and with the green dragon form, he'll be able to bring down the towers pretty quickly. It's a 20 damage per second dot on the Elder Dragon, on the green Elder Dragon, and with the help of the Diabolic Edict, it's dealing a lot of damage. Now the glyph is gonna get popped, and Sand King is actually coming in smoke. Same Brewmaster is coming in. Oh, actually, he's going to go back. They decide not to engage. And Morphling still sitting on the top lane, trying to farm up whatever he can. Kind of like the last game where he was playing the anti-mage and he couldn't get a lot of farm. He was just sitting on the bottom lane and trying to get back on the farm. If we take a look at the farm right now, the Morphling only has 26. This is extremely low. At 12 minutes in, usually you want to have something like the Invoker right now. If you are the carry, you want to have something like at least 50 creep kills after 10 minutes. So that means right now on the Radiant side, no one farming so well. I mean on the IG side, no one farming very well. And the gold graph is just going to look. Whoa, what is this? A bit of a bug here. And this is the first tower is going to drop here on the bottom lane. So already 3 towers advantage. Gold graph is going to show, yes, 5k advantage right now. And experience graph, I have no idea what this. What the hell? Okay, so yeah, the experience graph is obviously bugged out. So I'll just leave it like this, and let's say the experience graph is not going to be relevant. The gold graph, on the other hand, it looks like it's relevant. 6k gold already advantage for the Radiant, and it's quite a lot. And if we take a look at the levels, 10, 6, 10, 5, 4, and on the other side we have 7, 9, 8, 5, 6. So actually, no, it's not that far away. We have a level 4 Shadow Demon and a level 6 Sand King in retrospect. So 5 now, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6 for the 2 support. For these the solos, we have 9, 9, and 9 and 10, 10. And for the 2 of the tri-laners, we have level 7 and level 7. So pretty much even in terms of levels, I guess. IG still have LGD still have a bit of a lead. Enigma now with the Soul Ring, or Ring of Basilius, boost of speed, and probably we're going to look with the Ring of Regen for a mechanism. DDC not having anything right now. Invoker already sitting with 1.7k gold, so he has a lot of farm right now on this Invoker. Oh, the mechanism is actually finished on the Enigma, and the Shackle is not gonna land. Oh, Enigma is gonna get glimpsed back, and the 4-stat is gonna save him. Actually, no, he's gonna get stunned by the and power shot. The Static Storm is gonna pop here, not gonna be able to do anything. The Shadow Demon is trying to gain some time here by disrupting himself, and now Shadow Demon falls as well. And this is a very dead Leshrac as well. Now Tabao, Yao and Syl are on the run, and Joe still has a lot of mana. He can still go on. No, he's not going to go for it. Oh, Sand King actually dying to the Leshrac. Oh, how did the Leshrac kill him? Oh, Ferrari now in a bit of trouble, and the Kinetic Field is gonna pop. Ferrari, so little health left, and we have to look out for a Sunstrike. Is he going to be able to land the Sunstrike? Faith is gonna take a bit of damage, but he's not gonna go down because of this. He was looking for the Panda, I guess, and that's why pretty chaotic for LGD, losing their Enigma in the beginning of the fight due to the glimpse, and you see how the glimpse is annoying because it really screws up your positioning. And you have to be careful not only about where you are now, but where you were 4 seconds ago. So, good fight for IG, 6 for 2, but the problem is, even if they get the kill, LGD get the towers, and with the towers come the gold, and with the gold come the map control. With the towers come the map control and the gold. It's not only gold that give map control, of course. So, That means also, I'm actually quite surprised that the Sand King managed to get killed by the Leshrac, because Leshrac was dead, so I guess he got killed by the little, you know, Diabolic Edict pop that were just popping around. And maybe Invoker's Force Spirit has something to do with it, because those Force Spirit deal a lot of damage, especially to the supports, and it reduces the enemy's armor when you use it. And that means the Doubled Edict, since it deal mixed damage, it will deal more damage because the it takes into account the armor. Now Ferrari's pushing the top lane. He has a Blink Dagger now in... Yep, he has it. He's just sold an Iron Branch for it. And we'll have to look for the next fight. Actually, he's gonna show it by pushing this tower. If LGD pay attention, they're gonna see this. Dragon Knight now has Power Tread as well as Strim as well as an Oracle Club, so he's gonna look very fat in a few moments with the BKB. DDC now has the Arcane Boots. Siller is gonna pop the Dragon Form, and they're just gonna pound on the tower. The Kinetic Field is gonna be wasted here. Enigma has the Mechanism as well as a Magic Wand in his pocket. The tower's taking so much damage from the right clicks of the Dragon Knight, and they're deciding to, they want to deny it, and they're going to deny it, but that also means that the Windrunner is going to get disabled here, and Joe taking a bit of Malefice damage. The Glimpse going on the Dragon Knight, not enough to save the Windrunner, so now we have Yao with the Ultimate Orb, as well as if he wants the Void Stone. Yes, he has. So now he's sitting only 2.4k away from his Sheep Stick. The Dragon Knight only 1.6k away from his BKB. And once he has his BKB, he's just going to be fine going into the fight and just dealing so much damage. Now Shadow Demon has the boots and the Urn of Shadow with the still buying wards. Leshrac has a Arcane Boots plus a Bracer, so he's going to look a bit more tanky than before. And I think I went already over all this all the Radiant team. Now for the Dire team, we have Morphling also going in this game for a BKB rush, so now getting the Oracle Club, and this time there is no TA against them.
Wow,
so the BKB is going to be very useful against the Enigma Malefice, the Dragon Knight Breathfire, and the stun from the Enigma, plus the Invoker's damage. But Invoker going for the Exort Invoker have a lot of right-click damage as well, and the Force Spirit deal physical damage and reduce the armor. Now we see also the Leshrac and the Shadow Demon will not be able to do anything against the BKB. Actually, the Shadow Demon can purge through the BKB, so it's still gonna slow the Morphling, but Morphling has a waveform if he wants to move around, and he's a ranged hero, so it's not like a, for example, Sven or a Anti-Mage. You're not going to be slow to a crawl and unable to right click anyone because you're still ranged. So if an enemy rocks in your area of you know, a right click, you will be able to kill them. And the tower right now on the top lane is going to look to get a bit of damage. Siller is actually caught up in the under her tower, but Ferrari taking a decent amount of damage. Now he's trying to use his ultimate, but again the Cold Snap really blocking the Panda from using his ultimate, but Enigma making sure that he can get away using his Black Hole for this. It's a bit of overkill, but at least he's sure that the Panda isn't here for the next fight. So they're going to look and push this top tower, and without the Panda, I'm highly doubtful that IG can do anything to protect this tower. So now Xiao 8, DDC and Siller. Now this Kinetic Field is gonna land, but not gonna be able to do much. The Glyph is gonna pop, but no can do. The tower's gonna go down. Teleport coming in. Tron actually blinking in, using the Epicenter. No, he's not. So now the Brewmaster blinking in. He's gonna use the ultimate as soon as he can, but no, he won't be able to. Siller caught up in the Kinetic Field and taking a lot of damage. Now getting stomped. The Disruptor Cloud, a very good cloud here. It silenced everyone in the cloud, and now Enigma is going to get caught up by the Panda. He's going to get pounded down, and on the other side, Fate is actually chasing DDC. It's not going to land the Kinetic Field, and now again the Enigma is getting chain disabled, and he's going to go down. The Haste Rune is actually here, and Joe actually get this Haste Rune plus the bottle. So now this was a only two for 0 kill actually. So 2 for 0. Everyone else running away. DDC, DD, and the Invoker managed to go away. So now Shadow Demon, and Seller. Everyone's actually here. Brewmaster blinking away as safety precaution. He has no ultimate. He doesn't want to die. Windrunner now has the mechanism, so as soon as the courier flies back to the base, she will have this mechanism. Faith, he has the Urn of Shadow as well, but without the kills, he won't get any charge. Now we see the Morphling, he has the Military Hammer if he wants it. And are LGD looking for Roshan? It looks like it. No, they are not. They're just warding around. So now they have the preparation for Roshan if they want to. They have a sentry ward here, so they're gonna see anyone who's trying to go by with smoke. And it's also going to see if anyone used the wards there. So, oh, Invoker now has the Sight of Vice. So he has the Ship Stick, he has those disables. The Shrek now also with the point booster, so looking ever so more tanky. Enigma still sitting around with the Power Tread now. And IG sitting on the high ground looking at something. Now the kinetic field's gonna pop, not gonna catch anyone. The Force Spirit's gonna scout out IG here. And the smoke is actually pop on Faith and Tron, so they might not have seen Tron and Faith with the Force Spirit. But they probably doubt that they're around. Now the power shot's gonna fly to see that Roshan is no more. LGD is no more in Roshan. Smoke on the Radiant side, and LGD is gonna find Joe. Joe is gonna get chain disabled, and this is a very dead Joe. All the stuns coming on Joe, and the Morphling can't survive this. He buys back, and now the tower is gonna take a bit of damage, and LGD is just gonna back off. They're actually quite okay with this. They just forced the Morphling to pop his buyback, and no ultimate were popped by the LGD side except for the Dragon form. So now they're gonna back off, and they're gonna have to be careful because IG might want to look for a Roshan now that they see the Seller on the top lane, trying to farm up the top lane. Or are they going to go for him? Doesn't look like it. Tron, Ferrari, Joe, Faith, all in the middle lane. They might want to get this middle lane tower, but the Glyph is here, so if they want to defend it, they will be able to. Now, Xiao is here, and he's going to pop the Malefice on the Morphling. In the meantime, the Force Spirit are actually pushing on their own, so the IG side will have to go and defend this. 5-4-8 right now, but although the kill count looks very low, there's a lot of strategy going on and back and forth and back and forth. You see that they're really paying attention and making sure that they don't get killed. And 10k gold now in advantage for the Dire. Experience graph still bugged out, so I'm not going to say anything about this. And the gold graph is ever going up and up. So again, Chinese style, man. It's not making any mistake, making sure that you're winning this game by playing flawlessly. And now YF is gonna see the LGD side trying to take the Roshan, and they're probably going to be able to because the Roshan is taking a lot of damage. Tron, are you looking for a? No, that would have been very cool if Tron the Bird Strike bottom to try and steal the Roshan, but the Aegis. But right now he's sitting at almost 1.6k gold, so he doesn't want to die before he gets this dagger. And when he has this dagger, he might look for some very good action, some very big plays. The BKB recipe is on the Morphling, but there's no Mr. Hammer yet, so now they're gonna go on this tower. The Alacrity is gonna pop on the Dragon Knight, and the Shackle's gonna fly and not land on anyone. Now, still dealing a lot of damage to this tower. EDC now getting stun on Faith. Faith is running away. Joe is taking an enormous amount of damage. Now the storm is gonna the static storm is gonna pop, and Yao is gonna get caught up, but the panda's not finding anyone, and Yao is gonna get teleported by the glimpse. The light of heaven shackling Yao out, and Yao is still alive. He's gonna go down finally. Faith still not dead in this fight, and now Siller, actually the panda is gonna go down after his ultimate finish. And we have the Morphling buying back, not the Morphling, the Invoker buying back. And this tower is probably going to go down. Everyone here is still sitting with almost full health. And in the IG side, they're sitting with very low health, and they're gonna try to defend this Rax. But will this be enough? No, the Rax is going to go down anyway. And Shackle's not gonna land. IG Faith is gonna get caught up by the disruption, and that means he's probably going to go down. A lot of damage. Yes, he is going to go down from the Shadow Descent Strike. And now Joe is getting right-clicked down by everyone. The black hole even popping to make sure she doesn't run away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And now we have the second tower going to go down. And they're probably going to... Yeah, this is probably going to be GG right now. Two lanes are going to get pushed. And we have Tron on the back foot. He's sitting behind, and he might look for... He doesn't even have epicenter, so he might look for a burst strike at most. But right now we see that nothing really they can do. Now the winner is going to get caught up also. Joe is going to call the GG for IG. And this is 1-for-1. And very low kill count in this game. 9-for-9 only. But we see how much advantage this Radiant side had. LGD really playing carefully, but playing well. So this is it for game 2, and we'll see who is going to go on the grand final in game 3. See you guys, and hope to see you in the next game.